And now that we have mapped our crouch to L1, so you can see now I press the L1 to crouch, R1 to jump, and I also showed you an extra tip where if you hold the R1 you're going to keep jumping. And also I also showed you guys that when we move forward he is going to auto sprint, since the option auto sprint is also on. But let's say let's say you crouch and you keep pressing forward, he is going to keep on auto sprinting. And also let's say if you reload, you press forward, he is going to sprint while he is reloading as well. So hey guys, let me just quickly go through a simple and easy tutorial for you guys to change your controller mapping in the game called XDefiant, which got released recently. And yes, it's a bummer that they did not give the custom button mappings for the controller. Let's say I want to crouch with the L1 or I want to jump with the R1. So they did not give that particular settings in the game. So I'm going to show you how we can basically do that in this game. So there is only one catch in this. This cannot be done on a console unless and until you have something like a DualSense Edge controller or something like that. But yes, I'm going to tell you guys how to do it in a PC. So if you're playing on PC with a controller, this guide might probably help you. So please go ahead to watch the video further to see how it goes. So yes, you guys can actually see that XDefiant game has been installed in my Ubisoft client, and you guys probably will be launching the game with the Ubisoft client, and you guys won't be seeing that particular configuration, if you know what I mean. So let me just show you quickly. So as you can see, my game is being launched and I have connected my PS5 controller, which is the DualSense controller in a wired mode to the PC. So let's see, and you guys can actually see that this game automatically detects this particular controller and gives the mapping with PS settings. So you can see once the game is loaded, all the buttons which are mentioned is going to be in your PlayStation terms. So let me go into the practice. So yeah, you can see it is in L1, R1, and the jump is in X, crouch is in O, and you guys can see the settings that in controller you have just these many set of instructions and only these here. And let's say if I want to crouch with the L1, I don't get to do it. So yes, how to do the custom configuration. But yes, one more thing, you will be having that instead of the L1 and the R1 in your system, you will be going to have LB and RB, which is going to be the Xbox inputs irrespective of your controller. So let us go ahead and I'll show you how to do it. Let me close the game. So yes, now the first step of doing this is going to be basically just you have downloaded the game in the Ubisoft app. So go to the library, just go here and go to the properties and basically go to the installation and just find where you have installed this game. See program files, Ubisoft game launcher. Just copy this one, just make a copy, or you can click here to copy the path. Now what you have to do is just open your Steam client. Okay, so you can open the Steam client. So here you can see the XDefiant. I have already added it, so I'll tell you guys how to do it. So on the bottom left, so basically maybe let me just hide my camera. So you can see on the bottom left here you have something called add a game. So click on add a game and click on add a non-Steam game, right? So you have to give the add a non-Steam game. So click on add a non-Steam game here on Steam, log in into your Steam account and just do it. So let me come back. Yep. So here initially you won't be seeing XDefiant on this particular list. So that is why we copied the path there. So click on browse, just paste that path here, press on enter and click on xdefiant.exe and click on open. I have already added it, so you guys can click on open. So once you click on open, you should be able to see the game XDefiant on this particular list. So for now, let's see, I'll do it again. So click on XDefiant, click on open. So you can see XDefiant on this list. So click this and click on add selected program. So once you click on add selected program, your XDefiant should basically appear on your library. So here if you see, you guys can see the XDefiant is basically appearing on my Steam library. Now plug in your controller, then you should be seeing this particular icon in your Steam library. So let's say you are going to click here. So for few people this Steam input might have been disabled. So if it is disabled, you guys, let's say if it is disabled like this, if you guys see this screen, you can click on enable theme input and you should be arriving at this particular screen. And here you basically can edit the layout, custom layout, and you guys can give the edit layout here and go to the buttons. And you guys can see here I have swapped my X and O. So here you can basically do whatever configuration that you want. So here basically here if you see for the X I have assigned my right bumper basically. So let us click here. Like initially this would be like this here. Initially this would be like this here. Okay, so when you see this, you're going to go and assign X to whatever that you want. So I want instead of X I just want R1, and instead of O I just need a left bumper which is L1, and similar goes to the other buttons which is going to be my L1 and R1. So in L1 I am going to give B, which is going to be the crouch. I want crouch in the L1. So in R1 I am going to basically it's initially it's going to look similar to this one. So I'm going to give this and give A. So this is just for those who have stick to so far in this video. This is just an additional input that you guys can maybe use for your advantage if you want. So this additional command which I have given is basically going to help me with the B hopping. This is going to spam the button A once I press R1. So if I keep holding the R1, it is going to keep on repeating. So how I do that is going to be, you might be having it something like, let me just okay. So you will be having it something like, let me just delete this now. So let it be deleted. Yeah. So you guys will be having it like this. So for the R1 you will be basically choosing A, and here you guys can add an extra command and choose the gamepad and choose A, and here you guys can give long press on the activate, like the one where you press it. So you are going to give this command for long pressing of A, and also you guys can go into the settings and just hold to repeat turbo, zero all the settings, click on cycle commands and close. You can just basically delete the sub command which is going to come here. So if this is a bit faster, just keep going back to the video and just repeat whatever I have done. So this what it is going to do basically, when you hold on the R1, it is going to keep on spamming your R1. So yes, this is one thing. And additional second tip for you guys for staying even after this is going to be for the sprint. So on the left joystick, if you see, this is going to be how it is going to look for you. But yes, this outer ring command should ideally be empty for you. What you guys can basically do, you can also this outer ring command, initially it won't have any command for you, so you can click on this outer ring command and choose on the left stick click. So what this is basically going to do for you is going to help you to auto sprint even after sliding, and this might help you in many scenarios in this game. Just make sure that the auto sprint is on and the auto sprint doesn't interrupt your reload. Make sure that that is there in the game. So yes, that's it. I guess you can just go back. You can go back and make sure you launch the game using the Steam client now. Just launch the game. So I'll show you guys the proof as well that the controls have changed. But make sure wherever you guys have to press a X button in the game, you are going to now press R1. Wherever you are going to go back to a screen by pressing O, you are going to press a L1. So that is something which you have to tolerate for the controller mapping that you get in this game. Yeah, now the game is open, and also make sure that you guys use your mouse to navigate between the options, since you guys have kept R1 for spamming the BHOP, which is basically spamming the X button. So it is going to go inside whatever menu that you're going to see multiple times. It's going to press the X repeatedly. So use your mouse, click play, go to the play practice zone. So let me just showcase you. The first initial change that you will right away notice is it's going to change its button layout from the PlayStation layout to the Xbox layout. So basically you're going to see the LB, RB and all the other buttons are going to just look like the Xbox layout. So let me just quickly choose something here. You can choose some preset. Yeah. So yeah. So now you guys can see below that the LB/RB is being used now. And now that we have mapped our crouch to L1, so you can see now I press the L1 to crouch, R1 to jump, and I also showed you an extra tip where if you hold the R1, you're going to keep jumping. And also I also showed you guys that when we move forward, he is going to auto sprint, since the option auto sprint is also on. But let's say let's say you crouch and you keep pressing forward, he's going to keep on auto sprinting. And also let's say if you reload, you press forward, he's going to sprint while he's reloading as well. So this is the other command which I showed you guys. And yes, now you guys can basically have some better movement in the game. And yeah, the custom layout is set. So basically you guys can do the slide jump, you guys can do the BHOP, and yes, you guys can do whatever you want. So yes, that's it from the tutorial then. So I hope you guys found it useful. So also you guys can see the controller layout is basically going to be in the default for me. Yeah, and the stick layout is also in the default, and also few other settings just in the gameplay UI. So in the gameplay and UI, you are going to have the auto sprint as on, and sprint interrupt the reload is as off, and slide behavior as tap. These helps. So yeah, I guess that's it from my end. I hope this video was not too long, but yeah, I hope it helped. So yeah, hope you have a good time. Thank you so much. If you found this video useful, please to consider liking this video. Also, please to subscribe to our channel for any more guides and more live streams of Apex Legends and more other story games in both English and my local language, Tamil. Thank you for watching. Until next time, Inzy the gamer. Bye bye bye. Peace. Bye bye.